Well, we're live. Good evening, everyone. It's normally unapologetic, but we're not on that tonight. I've got my mate Phil on. He's going to go over his journey with music and mental health, but we'll get on to that. But Friday Night Live, please share, everyone. Come on, get on them things and share. I've shared it today. Come on, get some more people in. Come on, guys. Let's be quick on that. Let's be quick. So, as you can see, I'm at the PTSD camp. Tomorrow, I'm supporting Steve, who's got a place on the charity run in Trowbridge tomorrow in Yorkshire. So, if anyone's interested and they know where Trowbridge is, come down and see me and Steve. We'll be walking around the town centre during the day. Big John's going to be in his finest suit on, Union Jack tie, Union jacket, ready to roll. That's me tomorrow. And but I've told Steve that I've got to have a breakfast before I get out there. Otherwise, I won't be able to work and I won't be able to communicate with people. I'll definitely need that breakfast beforehand. So he just promised me that he's going to do breakfast for me tomorrow. So I'll be happy. I'll be happy, I tell you. Anyway, it's Friday night, guys. I'm not going to apologise for anything tonight, but we're going to give a big, massive, warm welcome to Phil. And Phil, play it again, Phil. Play it away.
Get away, yeah, there. Evening, everyone. Thanks very much, John, for letting me on your platforms and all the support that you give me. Much respect to you, as always. Before we start off a bit of REM, Losing My Religion. I hope you enjoy it. And remember, I am a beginner guitarist. If you come here expecting to see Dave Gilmour or Phil Lynott, it's not going to happen. So please bear with me. I hope you enjoy it. Evening, everyone. That went better than accepted. Right. Evening, everyone.
Thank you, Phil. That was lovely. That was lovely. Nathan said a version of this calling "losing my white privilege." It's funny that. I like that, Nathan. I like that. Phil, tell us about yourself and tell us why you're getting into this, playing the guitar, and go on.
Right, so I'm Phil, owner and creator of Music for Mental Health. That's at Phil M4MH. I'll give you a little bit of a background history into who I am. I'm some of the things that put me in the situation I'm in now. I've suffered my own mental health pretty much all my life since my early teens. More recently, I suffered with quite a bad mental health crisis, recovering from addiction. Channel that I set up originally was just nothing more, as I said, I'm a beginner guitarist. There's nothing more than a chronological history of me playing the guitar and seeing if it was getting any better. I've been playing for about 2 years, just self-taught. Then things got really quite dark in my life. So put a long story short, I went into mental health crisis. But then I decided to do something with the channel that I had because of some of the statistics that I was seeing in the world. So, for example, especially in relation to the UK, with relation to men's suicide, were horrific. So I decided to reach out. So I suffered bereavement recently. Both my wife's parents, who've lived with us for 7 years. Things were pretty dark anyway. Outside agencies were involved. So we decided to reach out. So we changed the format of the channel I'm on. And it is only a beginning channel, as I said, I'm a beginning guitarist. So I changed the format to reach out to people, share my journey, reach out my hand so they could hold my hand through my mental health crisis, my recovery from addiction, and my pathway to recovery, and just an open forum where people could talk to each other across multiple platforms. I didn't expect it to take off as much as it did. It's still only small, but I'm talking to a lot of people across the whole world. And there's a lot of people that need a lot of empathy out there. We live in a world where everybody shouts and nobody listens, and everybody just wants to hear their own opinion out of their mouths. But yep, that was pretty much it. A dark time turned into a good time, and just wanted to reach out and help people. John?
I'm here. Thank you, Phil. Thank you. So for the past couple of years, we've been doing a trauma course to do with a combat trauma course. We started off with. Then we've gone to like a civilian trauma course. And Jacket, who's already commented in the chat, has done one of these courses. And, we talk about forgiveness, we talk about understanding our pains and stuff like that. And within the course, it's a faith-based course, but within the course, music is a part of it. Music is a part of that course.
Yeah.
As like a good thing, relaxing you and stuff like that. So I'll buy my glasses.
Excellent.
So I can really get it, about mental health and how people are these days and the stuff they go through. and a lot of people will know that I looked after my mum till she passed away, and it's weird that it was on a Thursday, and it's the only night out of two of these courses in the last 13 weeks that I ever missed was the night my mum passed away. But you know, and these courses talking about our mental health, dealing with it, opening up to others and stuff like that.
Men, we're
Stuff
not great at talking to each other. Men aren't good at talking to each other at all. We need to
we're
start.
not, we're not, we're not. But it's something that we need to do.
Yeah,
We do definitely need to do. We need to talk more of each other. And during these courses, and I'm at the PTSD camp. It says it in its name as well. You know, I'm getting to see a lot of different things, the way people are affected and
yeah,
stuff like that. And I was just talking with Joe tonight, and Steve, and hopefully maybe in the future we can be using some of Phil's tunes on our show that we do, to do with the camp and stuff like that. And there is veterans who play the guitar, and we did have a speaker that you can plug a guitar into. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So maybe get to that. And you know, when we're at the camp, we want people to open up. So if I had that speaker and someone come with a guitar like you, Phil, you could just get in and just play a tune round the table while we're having an evening meal. You know, by the log fire and all that lot. You know,
yeah, yeah.
we don't do nothing by halves.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. The
by the
guitar,
log fire. You know what I mean? On the big table. You know.
toasting the marshmallows.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the guitar was a savior for me, but it's no different to some of the things I promote on the channel. I talk about things like positive mental health, so eating well, sleeping well, hydrating well, breaking routines. If people are suffering with depression in their life, it's all about making a change and pushing yourself forward a little bit. Um, the problem is in this country at the moment, the mental health services aren't coping. We've got a huge shortfall in vacancies. We can't fill the posts, and the beds are overflowing. One of the things that pushed me forward was the statistic that the biggest killer of men under the age of 50 in the UK is suicide. I don't know about anyone else, but that horrified me. Not automobile accidents or degenerative diseases. The biggest killer of men in the UK under the age of 50 is suicide. That's shocking. But that's down to, I think we need to show more empathy with people. We need to listen better. So exactly what you're saying on the camp. Yeah, we need to start listening. We live in a very judgmental society. Don't get me started.
We certainly do. There's lots of things we need to do, you know, but just like understanding and basic things like you're doing is what's helping us get through these times and stuff like that. Anyway, get to another tune. Let's get
Oh,
another tune on.
let's have a little look at what we've got. We'll go for an oldie but a goodie. How about the Platters? Great Pretender. That's a good message. If you're struggling, it's a strength to ask for help. So if you are struggling, reach out to people. There's plenty of good services. So I'll play this one for the people out there. Right. I'll give it my best. Here we go. Just for you, that one, John.
Oh, thank you, Phil. Thank you. So why the guitar? Why the guitar was
I've always, I'm a Scouser, you can tell by the accent. Grew up with music, especially in the home. So I was always a lover of music. I played the cello as a kid in school for about 14 years, and the saxophone, but then I stopped in my early 20s. But then my wife bought this for me, and you know, I never picked it up for probably about a year and a half, never even played it. I'd never played the guitar before. And as I said, well, as my mental health sort of went downhill, I picked it up. And thank God I did. It was the savior of me. But I've got a piano now and a drum kit and a violin. I'm all in now on the music. I'm not a big TV watcher, but I'll certainly put my headphones on and listen to music. So just a lot of people like the gym or reading. My wife likes to paint. So anything that captures your mind where you can have your own personal space. So whether it's music or painting or sculpture, it's all good for the brain.
No, it is. Let me just give a big shout out to EW in the chat, Jackie Grano, I've seen Marion, and a big shout out to Ravinder in the chat there, our Rav in Bath. And I mean, I've done a lot, and I've done something today, hoping to support Rav in Bath. But yeah, and I went talking to someone as well, getting a bit of information and knowledge, and stuff to set on an email. But I'll explain that another time. But yeah, so big shout out to everyone. It's funny. Um, the cello, I played the cornet for a
Well,
good few years when I was at school, and brass bands and choirs was all the rage in Oldham when I was younger. So we've been around that kind of scene all our lives.
yeah,
It's amazing. So Phil, you, you said you're getting out there. So what have you done so far? Have you been on any radio shows or anything?
yeah. Well, no, it was cancelled. The one I was supposed to do on the 10th on World Suicide Prevention Day. I'm on a lot of mental health forums now across a lot of platforms, a lot of chat rooms. I've got my own, and I will put the links below in the comment section for. I've got Snapchat, TikTok, X. Just a lot of mental health forums across the world. Really, I sort of wanted to limit it to the UK to begin with, but it sort of spiraled a lot. So. Just reaching out in the community. I work quite closely with a guy called Mark who runs Hartlepool Rock School, and he does amazing things in the local community with and he provides all the instruments, guitars, pianos, drums, everything. And when I was going through some dark times, I'd seen it advertised on Facebook and I'd gone, and it was a lifesaver just to be out in the community, you know, just to be able to talk to people and pick up a musical instrument again. Yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone. If you've got a guitar sitting around or a musical instrument, there's plenty of good channels on YouTube to teach yourself. I taught myself. I know I'm not that great, but it's certainly a good way to exercise the brain.
Yeah, it's a bit quieter tonight. It was packed last night, this clubhouse, and I had to do my stream, so I was cutting off all the time. But it's good tonight. But welcome to the show, everyone. Please share, like, and subscribe. I'll put some links of Phil's, and I will do his YouTube channel. I can't do it while I'm on my phone, but I will put it in the description and put it into the chat of the video later on. And Phil will certainly be coming on the show, a more regular piece on the show. Yeah, he certainly will. Right, come on, another one, Phil.
Oh, another one. pushing me now. Hang on a second. Let's have a little think. Oh, go on. And my scout set. So how about some bit of John Lennon? Imagine. That sounds all right. Let's have a little look. Excuse me, I'm just playing the music off YouTube here. So right. Oh, that sounds okay. Right. I hope that was all right.
What it was lovely. I'm
Good.
just been talking about the internet. We don't really have good internet at the camp, and
Right.
we do. Last year we did Bigger Brother slash Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. So we had like a coffin, and we're throwing bugs on people, and people had to eat like mushed up worms, mealworms, and stuff like that in yogurt. So we did that last year, but we need better internet. We just can't be going off these little mobile boxes. It just don't work good enough. But that's just me having a bit of a moan to Gareth, who's here.
Think it's good, all right to me.
Um, but yeah, so in previous shows and stuff that I've done, I've talked about mental health and stuff like that. Talked about mental health within the prison system, which
Yeah.
is a bit of a big thing. In past shows, I've given out statistics for like veterans who are in prison, overall prison population. We talked about long-term prisoners, which are IPPs. I've talked about all these kind of things. And one thing that I generally say about the prison population is that, like, they don't all have to be there. Some of them have issues, and mental health is a big issue in
Yeah,
people who are in prison.
yeah,
So, no, we we can adjust. We can a bit of TLC, and they wouldn't be in prison in the first place. So, and Phil, when you come to me, I've talked about all this in previous shows that I've done. I talk about these things because I see them. I see them a lot.
yeah.
So I talk about them, and um, it's something that as a political party person, maybe in the future, I would have to look at our prisons and look at a different way of managing people who are in the prisons and stuff like that. But mental health is just a massive issue across the board, and certainly in prisons. And
I think
obviously, go on.
I think we're still yet to see the fallout from the pandemic. To be honest with you, and people being locked away for such a long time and being isolated. I think we're still to see that the mental health impact that's going to have on our society and across the world. Um, some of the statistics at the moment. I mean, the Minds, the mental health charity, did a report last year, and some of the statistics are absolutely shocking. In 2023, 6,069 registered deaths were caused by suicide, and 75% were men. Um, the worrying trend for me, and what I'm seeing more and more so, and I've been speaking to a lot of youngsters on these forums, it's the teenagers that are taking their lives, and there isn't the mental health services or the beds or the talking services to cope with the demand at the moment. I've got my own views on social media and things like that, but I just think kids don't get out enough and take up sports or take up a musical instruments. Yes, it shocked me, which is one of the reasons why I started the channel. It really did shock me. As I said, it doesn't have to be a guitar you pick up. It could be going to the gym or just getting out and going for a walk, painting a picture, whatever whatever allows you to free your mind. We have enough stresses, economic stresses with paying the bills these days without having to worry about everything else. So yeah, for me it was the guitar. For somebody else, it might be going to the gym, or for my wife, she likes to paint pictures. So whatever floats your boat, just make sure you do it.
Ravinder, no one has helped me with my mental health. I know, Ravinder, I know. My mate Ramo and other people. It's not mental health. It's just the old dregs of like society these days and stuff like that. But yeah, it's important. And like I said, guys, like I said. Don't bullshit me. You can go back 2, 3 years on my videos and see me talking about things like this and what I've seen. Like I said, we've done a lot to do with the prison system. For the past 7 years, we've been going to Justice for Bunny demo in Bristol. Kevin Crehan took his own life 6 months into a 12-month sentence, and they missed a lot. They missed a lot of stuff with Kevin, and the Wilfie ignored it, and that's in Bristol. And I've been going for 7 years, guys. So, and every time we go, I do a speech on things, issues, give you out statistics, just like Phil did then. So that's what qualifies me to talk about this kind of thing, because I've documented it and I've done dozens of videos relating to this kind of thing. A lot of you know I come to the PTSD camp a lot. I've done 3 reboot courses with a guy called Mitch Lowy from USA, and learning with other veterans and civilians about trauma and stuff like that. It's well documented. We've had some good successes. We had Nick Wilson. He wasn't um, he wasn't a veteran, but he was a civilian who suffered trauma that nearly killed him and left him disabled. And he was just ignored by the system. So Nick, I've been supporting wherever I can, and me and Nick went seeing his local member of parliament about Nick's health and stuff like that. So I'm in it for the long run. I'm in it to do the best I can, and as a wannabe local councillor, I want to understand people. I want to understand the wars and the knots. I want to understand how they are, and I want to understand if I can help someone as good as I can. But right, come on, Phil, another one.
Oh, let's
Okay,
have a look.
do you do wish you was here?
You want me to do wish you were here? Right, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Right, I'll have to find it now. Put me on the spot. Hang on a second. Right. Yeah, I think we could all do a lot better at just listening to people, just being a shoulder. Well, the World Suicide Prevention Day, as I said, was this Wednesday, passed on the 10th. And the message for this year for that was hope through small actions, little conversations, passing it on, just be kind to people. It doesn't, I grew up in, I'm 54 now, but I grew up in a world where I was taught manners. I opened doors and I pulled chairs off a lady. It costs nothing, does it? And I'm not being sexist there in any kind of way, but that's just the way my dad brought me up. I like that. I like them level of manners. We don't see much of it in society these days, so it's sadly missed. Right, wish you were here. Put me on the spot now, Jim. Right, let's have a look. Right, there we go. I hope everyone's doing okay this evening. Thanks for putting up with my awful guitar playing, by the way. Right. Here we go. Let's give that a go. There we go, Josh. Is that all right?
Thank you, Phil. Thank you. Like that, Jackie. Like that in the chat. Thank you very much, Jackie. Oh, you can hear it all right, Jackie. It's a bit broken for me, but I just don't have good internet here, and it's always killing me. That it's always killing me for streaming. But I'm sure it should be okay for everyone else. That it should be okay. What I'll do, I'll download it later on, and I'll check it out myself and all that. But So what have you been doing lately again, Phil? Tell us.
So mainly just that, as I said, I started off just recording videos for my own purposes to see how I was getting on, but then it sort of expanded. So joining mental health forums on X, on Facebook, especially on Facebook, just talking to people. Looking to obviously launch the channel on the 10th, but I'm a little bit delayed with some of the administration. It's sort of been a journey for me. I was sort of holding out my hand because I was struggling. And what I was just saying to everybody else is, well, I'm here. If you've got nobody else in the world, well, I'm here. I'll talk to you. Talk to me in the comments section. I just didn't want anyone out there to feel that they were alone, basically. So I just thought I'd do my bit. And if my bit meant I got to play the guitar and practice a little bit, well, that helped my mental health. And then people just sort of seemed to like it, and which was really quite pleasing for me. But I've given some online guitar lessons to people, like via a live stream. So just want to make connections with people who are struggling, similar situation.
But coughing there. Thank you, chat. Thank you very much, everyone in the chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will do. I will do. I certainly will do. So what's your the YouTube channel again? Music for Mental Health. So that's MUSIC for
Yeah, yeah. So you can play.
mental health.
So it's the same as you can see on the screen. So it's at Phil, all one word, at Phil M4MH. So that's the YouTube channel.
Right.
I'll make sure you've got all the links to the Facebook and the X accounts and everything there. So I'll make sure you've got all them in the comments section.
Right. I'll put them in the description. I'll make sure they go in the chat after we've done the video and stuff like that.
No problem.
Right, Phil, I'm going to ask you for another tune while I go for it to the toilet.
No problem. Let's have a little look what I've got. Okay. How about a little bit of Oasis? Sounds good. Again, thanks for putting up with my beginner's guitar playing. And I wasn't lucky enough to get tickets to see Oasis, but great band. Bit expensive, weren't they? Anyway, enjoy. Bit of Oasis.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you very much, my man. Honestly, it's good to have you regular on the show
There you get me.
every
I'll be here next
Friday.
time.
Every Friday, I'm going to use, hopefully, maybe one of your tunes as like an intro tune
Yeah.
when you come on. Yeah,
Anything you want. Yeah. I
that's
don't,
the plan.
as long as I get to play my guitar, that's all that matters.
Well, that'll be good. I thought about that already. Get one of Phil's tunes as an intro tune. And I've talked with John. Once I start a veteran thing, I might incorporate it within that as well. So that'll be good. But that's all up and coming, guys. That's all up and coming.
Keeps me out of mischief, John. Keeps me out of mischief.
I'm just looking at the chat, that's all.
No problem.
Preston, I have been to Preston a couple of times, knowledge. I have. I've been to Preston a couple of times. Sorry, Phil. My comments are daft on the phone. I normally have my big computer on and I can see all the comments. I can see the show on other platforms and I can I'm on my phone, so it's just not as good.
Right.
But yeah, you probably have knowledge. Thank you very much, Marion, Ravinda, Jackie. Thank you very much. Right, go on, Phil. Get something done. Go on.
That's it. Oh, should we go something a little bit faster? I've had a bit of smoke on the water. Sounds good to me. All right. I'll give it a shot. There you go. Bit of Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water.
Thank you very much, Phil. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on Friday Night Live with me, John, my mate Phil. He's just banged out a load of tunes. He said, I'm ready for you, John, and all that. And I think he's on his sixth tune now. And we're going to get one to play off with. We're on 21.
I mean, 2 songs. Hey, as long as it gets a play the guitar, I don't mind.
So we will get one to play out with. But again, mental health, obviously, I've done the reboot course with several veterans and civilians. We've done our third course now, our third 13-week course. We're going to be starting some new courses in January and rebranding it a little bit. But if you want to get involved, just email me and I will get my email up in a sec. It's on the bottom, admin at nationalisingparty.uk or john.lawrence@nationalisingparty.uk. If you wanna, if you're interested in a 13-week course, just mention reboot or trauma course, and we'll see what we can do. But I'm going to be starting my fourth one in January, and I've got to say, even though I went into it a bit blind, I really have struggled on this last course, and I've struggled on forgiveness. I've struggled to forgive people who've done stuff against me. And that's one of the things. Once you can forgive someone, and I mean, you don't have to forgive them for being nasty with you, but sort of like get them out your head. That's what we talk about, getting them out of your head. And you can continue on with your life without thinking about this person. But yeah, so thank you very much, everyone. Please like and subscribe. NXP UK TV on YouTube, John Lawrence on Facebook, and Phil again. Spell out your channel name again, please.
At Phil M4MH. The 4 is a number 4. So it's at Phil. I'll put the links up in the comment section as well.
Right, yeah. Please, someone post that comment. In the missus to post a comment for you. Don't she have like YouTuber out like that or?
Marlon?
Yeah.
No, she's listening in the other room.
Oh, right. She could post a comment. You should get her on your side so she's posting your link in the chat.
She's been really throughout all of this. She's been great. But yeah, I'll make sure I'll give you all the information in regards to the channels. Everyone, if you could just, even if you just follow, share it. It's just a second of your time, but it could make a lifetime's difference to someone else. So please Thanks very much for listening, John. Again, much love and respect. Thanks for having me on. It's been too long, pal. We need to see each other, catch up again.
Yeah, definitely. I'm coming up. Don't worry, I'm coming up. Planning it already.
Good. You know, there's always a bed here for you, lad.
Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you. Right, go on, Phil. Play us out.
Go on, I think I'll go for Phil Collins in the air tonight. So here we go. Thanks very much for listening, everyone. Thanks again, John, for having me on.
Clapping like mad here. Oh, Phil, it's been lovely, and I promise, I'm planning already. Planning for the northeast already.
Good, good. You know, you're always welcome. Again, thanks everyone for listening. And John, let's catch up soon, pal.
Yeah, definitely. And don't forget, everyone, Phil will be on again, certainly. We're going to incorporate him to anything I do on YouTube. Phil will be on. one way or another. And of course, everyone knows I've done 3 reboot programs, which is 13 weeks each. And I'm really exploring mental health, trauma, and stuff like that right now. I'm on a journey, the same as Phil, and I'm on a journey. But thank you very much, everyone. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll get some descriptions in and do a couple of posts on with Phil with all his LinkedIn and stuff like that, and you'll get to see it. But thank you very much. God bless everyone. Phil, any last words?
Just everyone to love, laugh, learn, and live. Best way. Much love and respect. Take care, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. God bless. Good night. I'll see you next week for Unapologetic. Thank you very much.
Night, everybody.